Happy Homebrew Wednesday, folks. Ryan Patrick Murphy here. I'm not drinking any homebrew. I'm actually out. I have some store-bought beer, but I haven't poured a glass yet. I'm just gonna replace some O-rings on my keg here with this nifty set. This is my first keg down here. You can't see it, but you will see it in a second. And it's a little dirty. Still needs some cleaned up a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to replace things. You can watch me make a fool of myself here. Of course, you watch that every week. All right, so we can learn this together. So we got several O-rings here. We got, you know, the ones that come around here on our posts. One that goes in the dip tube and the gas tube, I guess, inlet tube, and the big lid here. That's all we got. So I'm going to try to get these post ones off. These are the ones I've been worried about. This keg had a leak. I've never put new O-rings on this. So I'm not really sure how we're supposed to get these off. This could be a challenge. I had a leak coming out of the outpost, the drink post on this. Every time I would pull on the tap handle, it would squirt a little beer out of here instead of, I mean, it would still come out of the tap, the faucet, but oh, I just broke that one. That makes it easy. So I just snapped that guy. And I hurt my finger a little bit, but that's alright. I got 9 more. So, slice through that by accident. The other ones will be easy. They're easier to take off than these two, I think. So, hopefully I can get the replacements put on. That might be the hard part. Ow! So, just kind of tear that out, I guess. But yeah, look at these, are pretty old. I don't know if they're the cause. I'm probably going to also replace the disconnect because it was one of the crappy disconnects I got with my kegerator conversion system. So, let's open this guy up. This is for the ball up kegs. So I've got the right ones. I've had this for few years now, so it's probably a good idea to get these replaced anyway. And you can tell, you know, you can really tell an old new O-ring from a new one, or a new one from an old one. So here's the new blue ones that'll go on here. Look at that. Look at that. Do it right on. There we go. See, that was pretty easy getting those on there. I guess we should have done a side by side, but they're different colors. I'm sure these have always been green, so don't think because they turn green they're bad. They probably have always been green. This keg had some beer. I haven't cleaned this out yet, so. Well, apparently there was not very much gas in there either. So, it does smell like beer. So, now the question is, am I replacing the right one now? Really, these don't feel too different. I thought this is my original keg, so I thought this was. I didn't think this was in bad shape, I guess. For some reason I thought this was worse off than what it was, but oh, we'll replace it all anyway. It's the first keg I've ever had, so the first one, yeah, it's the first of 3. So we just get the new one, put it on here. it's not going to hurt to have these replaced anyway. So I got that put back on, which actually I might be on backwards, but that's alright. So I still got to open it up and tear it apart. It's pretty frustrating though when you do get a leak. Especially when it's leaking beer, not just CO2. So these guys, there's technically an O-ring here too, but you can't replace this one as easy. This one you actually have to replace this whole poppet, and these run about 10 bucks each, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm not too worried. Got a little hot material on there. The last time it leaked, I tore it partially apart when it still had beer in it. You gotta be careful with that. You wanna make sure you have all the CO2 out, otherwise you're gonna have a mess. Beer spraying everywhere. Oh, and not only all the CO2 out, but it's disconnected. So this is the dip tube. This is where the beer comes up. Those of you who don't have a keg, there's an O-ring right here that we're gonna replace. It's a little slimy. Put that there. And grab one of their replacements. Which this is kind of flattish on the sides. And this is round. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty flat. I don't know if it's always been like that, but the new one I got here is a little more rounded off. So we'll just put this on here, and I'll be sure to get this all nice and cleaned up before I put some more beer in it. So all in all, it's really that difficult. The hard part's getting the old O-rings off the posts here. But pretty much I guess you just want to cut through them. Because really, if you're going to replace them, you don't really need to worry about them breaking, do you? So this one's also pretty flat. New one's round. They're the same O-ring with as the other side. So there we go. This keg really needs to be cleaned just because of all the beer that leaked out. It's all sticky and not a good time. So let's leave that like that. And I'm going to clean it up and put some beer in it. You guys don't need to see that. Let's see if we can get this up here. Crotch shot. Sorry. So any updates? Let's see. Oktoberfest, I finally kegged. It was lagering for 2.5 months, so it is now in the keg carbonating. Should be drinkable about Friday, I think. I have force pressurizing, force carbing at 20 psi right now, so about 3 days it should be good. I think I'm gonna put the pumpkin ale in this keg here once I get all cleaned up, just because I think it's time. I have the Mexican cerveza still sitting in secondary, and I'm just gonna leave that alone until I really need beer. I'm not gonna worry too much about that one, since that one's a little fruitier than probably what it should be. I'm just gonna let it sit until I really need it. That's really all I got for you this week, folks. I got another brew video for you. I still need to get edited and uploaded. It'll probably just be part of Ryan Brews Beer. So that's 2 I owe you. This one is with the Grainfather, brewing the Caribou Slobber from Northern Brewer. All grain beer. Brewing all grain, not brewing a bag. Well, it kind of is, but it's with the Grainfather. So cheers, everyone. We'll catch you next time.